Teen dating can flip your calm upside down fast. So before you overreact or shut your kid down without meaning to, here are the parenting mistakes that most of us make right when our teens start dating. Treating every boyfriend or girlfriend like a fire waiting to happen. You get the text that says, "I'm going to Mark's house," and suddenly you're in full disaster mode. You run background checks, you cross-reference Instagram captions, and you are looking for escape routes. You might think that you are a parenting genius, but here's the thing. Being on such high alert shows up loud and clear to your kid as distrust. When every new person they mention turns you into Sherlock Holmes, teens learn to hide parts of their lives from you. So secrecy grows and communication shrinks. What can be considered a better move? Instead of the sweep and snoop checklist, ask what they like about the person. It's quieter and less invasive, and it opens a conversation where trust can actually be built. Try asking what made you want to hang out with them and stuff like that. That opens more doors than an interrogation, and it signals trust, which matters more than proving you were right. Movie-like scripted conversations. You rehearse speeches like, "If he hits you once, you call me." So basically no context, nothing, just something you assume might happen. That's scary. Now they know that you are ready to do something about their relationship. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. Your tone is alarming because you want them to be safe. But rehearsed lines just don't land as you imagined them. Teens hear rules, not empathy, so they often nod or avoid the conversation. Make empathy your opening line. You can still give guidance, but soften it with curiosity, not commands. Tell a story about how you left an awkward date. Let them know that saying no is okay. Policing selfies and social posts. It seems like a good idea to know everything, to micromanage every tagged photo, DM, and comment, but policing their feed teaches your teen to curate a double life. The consequence is that you lose access to real moments because the moments are staged to pass parental inspection. Trust me, I have been there and done that myself. What's better, and even easier, is to set a few simple agreed-upon boundaries on a private account at a certain age and no location tags in real time. Then step back. Ask to see their favorite photos later, like you're viewing a vacation album, not conducting an audit. If a photo worries you, don't go full psycho. Be calm and communicate. Explain your worry or anger rather than just lashing out. Weaponizing your past. "Oh, when I was your age," and "in my time" are sentences that definitely have some good material. But when stories become lessons and lessons become critique, they feel like a threat. And then your teen feels judged, not supported. It's better to just share one relevant story, something that hits the spot, and something that is framed as information rather than moralizing. Let them know what you learned from it as well. That tiny dose of vulnerability invites them to see you as a flawed guide and not as someone who knows everything about anything. Refusing to accept gray areas. This is something that most parents get wrong. Know that teen dating is messy with friend groups, exes, and mixed signals. Your urge to label everything in your teen's life is sometimes a bit too strong. Making everything rigid by having categories lets fixable problems grow until they explode. You are then telling your teen who is what in their lives, and that frequently ends up in a big fight. To avoid that, practice naming uncertainty. Say things like, "Sounds confusing, tell me more about it." Encourage them to evaluate both the bright and the ugly sides. Let them make that choice for themselves. This helps them build better judgment, and with it, it reduces those panicky teen choices that they end up regretting later on in life. Treating independence like abandonment. When teens start dating, they will want some space, and your default instinct might be to see that as rejection. This can become needy and annoying, especially with constant check-ins or surprise visits. The teen then gets the feeling that you aren't taking them seriously enough. No trust given will mostly result in not receiving any trust as well. Let them know that they need to do the check-ins themselves. Trust them to do it. If they don't, then talk with them about it. Pretty simple. This lets them grow while maintaining a reliable line back to you when they need it. Ignoring emotional education. You teach them all these rules, like their curfew, where they can hang out, what they need to do, but skip the emotional curriculum. Many teens never learn to spot manipulation, set boundaries, or say no, so they may misread red flags. Let them know what to watch out for. Inform them about those red flags. Role-play awkward conversations, see how they react. Let them know that saying, "I'm not comfortable with that," is perfectly normal. Give them language for hard moments so they're less likely to stumble when real pressure appears. They will always call you. You are a great parent since you are watching stuff like this in order to improve yourself. But give them the emotional tools to deal with some issues themselves. Making approval the goal. If the dating talk becomes a checklist, kids learn to adapt to that. They'll pick partners to fit your expectations, not to explore who they are or what makes them happy. This leads to shallow choices and resentment. You shouldn't be the one who only needs to give them approval, but also safety and growth. Ask them what they like about that person. Let them talk to you about them. Be someone who listens and gives advice, and not the final boss of their relationships. Neglecting your own model behavior. Teens mirror how you handle arguments, affection, and respect. If you model passive aggression or avoidance, they'll copy that. So in the future, they might start making the same mistakes you did. You should reflect and repair. When you mess up, own it, apologize, and show them how to repair. That imperfect but accountable modeling is powerful. Your teen needs to see accountability in real time and to know that relationships survive mistakes when people fix them. Confusing protection with control. This is the big one. Control looks like surveillance and rules made to be enforced without discussion. That starts a domino effect where protection starts to look like something your teen will get only when following the rules. If you don't talk nicely, explain stuff, and just control your teen, it makes them scared to even ask for your protection. The consequence of confusing the rules with protection is that you win the argument but lose the relationship. You might protect them in secrecy or, worse, teach them that safety equals obedience rather than insight. This is one of the main reasons your teens keep things from you. Don't just set rules that they have to follow in order to be protected. Ask them what safety measures they feel are fair. Offer your non-negotiables and explain why. When kids help shape the rules, they're more likely to honor them and feel respected in the process. Less drama and more dialogue. Dating is a rite of passage with clumsy edges, joyful discoveries, and sometimes real heartache. Your job as a parent isn't to eliminate every bruise, but to make sure your teen has the maps, the language, and the company to find their way. When you swap control for curiosity and lectures for empathy and surveillance for partnership, you don't lose influence. In fact, you gain a better relationship. All of this sounds simple, and it might seem small, but it changes how your teen sees you and how they choose to come back to you when things get messy. Knowing what they are going through is always good. You will know that by talking to them, not by being dramatic and literally doing movie-like dramatic things. It's not an easy job, but believe in yourself and in your teen. You've got this, and it's okay to be imperfect while you learn together. Try to avoid as many of these crucial mistakes as possible. I mean, it's dating we're talking about. It's bound to get messy at some point. So just make sure to be someone your teen will come to when that happens.